Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense will start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and...
Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll throw it on first down. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And running backs have been added to the passing game. They can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking to pass. It's Rourke. Feeling some heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
The returner brings it out to the 32. And the Clemson offense will take over.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel...
And the pass is intercepted. Gets away from one, finds room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got a man. It's Thomas. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on second down for this offense. Give to the single back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He's got an open man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot,
unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Stopped after making the catch. That last completion sets him up on second down. To the air, it's Rourke. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
quick strike complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchdown. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. It's Rourke. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from the place.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that ball is picked off. Smashes through the tackle. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They keep it on the ground to open the third. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on the offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On second down, wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Working the middle, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Now they'll run the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down to the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a 2nd down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score.
Arkansas, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
Running toward the tape. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a catch and run for 6. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They're going to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just keeps moving. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Rourke. Got his man on the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. They're going back to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't, we didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
There are no surprises right now. The offense is going to do this. They're going to run the football, chew that clock with the lead. The defense has to be really aggressive. This says a lot about an offense. If you can keep getting first downs and they know it's coming, that is a good physical offense.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Got it! Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
29, Arkansas, 17.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Finds the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They want to just keep throwing it. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop them.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. To throw, it's Rourke. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Trying to get rid of it. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that.
He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.